Hello guys, a pleasant evening to you all. Welcome to my channel. Let me state here that if Nigeria were to be a nation where there is tolerance, zero tolerance to corruption, a lot of persons will find themselves in jail after the end of Tinubu's administration, if care is not taken, including the Tinubu himself. But why they pay me be say Nigeria and our nation will be say anything goes? It is only the poor that is made to suffer in Nigeria. In 2024, sometime back in April, the Minister of Works, the person of Dave UMAHI, told us, as citizens, that the coastal highway was going to cost 15 point something trillion naira, total cost, for a 700-kilometer road, and each per kilometer is going to cost like 4 billion naira. And then for the sole purpose of accountability, which has really caused a rift between him and RUFAI WINS, to the point that some non-entities from Ebonyi State, which I doubt they are from Ebonyi State, protested, requesting that RUFAI apologize. As I speak to you, there is also move being made from the APC camp to have, a Meta deactivate or pull down RUFAI OSENI Facebook account because he tried to hold a leader accountable. You couldn't answer the question. You said it was nonsensical for you to be asked the cost per kilometer. Not until, what's his name? Kinde decided to weigh in on the matter. And then probably after going home to do your mathematics, you came to tell us that, okay, the cost per kilometer is 7.5 billion naira. Or more, people don't they ask this question: is the road made of metal and solar and gold and some other stuff for each kilometer to be 7.5 rather? Now, when you look at this whole thing, you will see that there are lies being told. There's no transparency whatsoever. Mind you, so many people have complained about this road, though. Before I even get to read what the media reported about Dave UMAHI now responding to Kinde and of course RUFAI's question, I'm going to show you a little clip where someone dragged Dave UMAHI over the quality of road being used for this same Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway. You see these people, they're not going to kill us for this country.
Attention. Look at the road they are doing Ore to Ondo. They are supposed to put silo. They are putting wire gauge. We have called your attention to it. Look at it. Wire gauge for almost more than 1 kilometer. See, they put steel in the beginning. At the middle of it, they use wire gauge. This wire gauge is less than 10 mm. Look at it on a federal road. Well, we have done our own social responsibility.
Now, this young man, whose video I just showed you dragging Dave UMAHI, posted this video yesterday. The video went viral yesterday, and then today we have the media reporting Dave UMAHI saying that the cost of the road per kilometer is 7.5 billion. Now, if you look at the whole situation, you will see that these people have lied to our faces on several occasions. First and foremost, the initial talk was, okay, cost per kilometer is going to be 4 billion naira, and then all of a sudden now we are hearing 7.5 billion for a 700-kilometer road. Road will be say so far so good. Now 30 kilometers now they don't do, and they rush to go and commission. And then we also understand that they have borrowed so much when it comes to this road. I remember Dave UMAHI talking on national television the cost 15 point something trillion naira, which is about 13 billion. And then sometime a couple of months back, they talked about additional borrowing of money just so to complete this road. And today, if you multiply what Dave UMAHI said to the total cost, as in to the kilometer of road, you'll get to see that these people is not in any way displaying transparency. And then you expect Nigerians to not ask questions. For goodness sakes. 7.5 billion, billion naira per kilometer. Okay, no way, say. Before I even get to talk more about this and then take social media reactions, I am going to first of all read what the media reported. Nigeria's Minister of Works, Dave UMAHI, has defended the controversial cost of the ongoing Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway, insisting that the project, estimated at over 1 trillion for its first section, is justified and even undervalued compared to global standard. Speaking while giving a detailed breakdown of the figures while addressing newsmen in a recent interview, UMAHI disclosed that the first section of the 700-kilometer coastal road spanning 4747 kilometers would cost 1067 trillion naira and features 6 lanes, flyovers, underpasses, and extensive shore protection. A standard coastal road is going for 7.5 billion per kilometer of standard highway, UMAHI said. However, this 7.5 billion includes all the fillings, shore protection, solar lighting throughout, and planting of trees. According to the minister, the 7.5 billion per kilometer figure is derived from dividing the total cost of 1067 trillion for the 4747 kilometer stretch by the number of lanes and converting it to the standard 2-lane measurement used for federal highways.
We will not allow it. I'm ready to fight. It is my integrity that is at stake, and I won't allow any contractor, no matter how much you are connected, to rubbish my integrity. I will never allow it. That alone is costing quite a lot of money. But however, this is the rundown of the figures. Number one, the first section, 47.47, is costing 1.067 trillions, and it's by 6 lanes. Now, when you divide this 1.067 trillion by 47.47 by 2, you will get 11.57 billion per kilometer of 3 lanes. A standard road is 2 lanes. Standard federal highway is 2 lanes. So by the time you now divide it by 3 and multiply by 2, you will now say that a standard coastal road is going for 7.5 billion per kilometer of standard highway. However, this 7.5 includes all the fillings, shore protections, the solar, light all through, the planting of tree, the protection of the shoulders. We are using reinforced concrete retaining wall from beginning to the end to retain the earth. We are putting a number of flyovers and underpasses. We are doing that. At kilometer 20, and the press been taken there severally, just like other places, you encounter a pit of up to 20 meters. And then this pit we removed and then refilled with lumps in levels and in stages. And then we are passing through there now. At kilometer 32, we also have encountered such this now. If you put all these things together, and then you go to Elemone that was awarded about 7 years ago, we encountered 156 billion for 30 kilometers of road and to be done with asphalt. What we are talking about coastal highway is we are using 275 millimeter of concrete grade 40, and we are using Y20 millimeter at 200 longitudinal, and the Y16 at 500 widthwise. So leave out the president or any other person. Hold me accountable. Ask me questions, come for debate, and I will give you the cost of 1 meter cubed of concrete.
Now, here's a few social media reaction. We have media saying UMAHI's erratic outburst at RUFAI was a clownish tantrum, dodging the cost per kilometer question like a slippery eel, now shamelessly spilling 7.5 billion per kilometer on air. He's a flip-flopping jester. Laugh emoji at Rudy Fire. Chaiko saying it is on record that when Atiku said the cost of the road per kilometer was put at 8 billion, you disputed this and insisted that it is 4 billion per kilometer. Now you are quoting 7.5 billion. At what point did the estimate get inflated by almost twice to get to Atiku's quote, Nigeria is a dog-eat-dog country? Value of Peace saying 7.5 per kilo for single road. Who are they fooling? Even if you build it with gold and line it with angels, it still won't cost that much. Every time they quote these ridiculous figures, it's just another coded way to say we have shared the money. You can't keep using solar lights and tree planting to cover corruption. And then we have famous saying 7.5 billion per kilometer. We have had shameless government, we have had corrupt government, but this is the first time we are having a shameless corrupt government. Good luck is saying Nigeria is a joke. Laugh emoji. It means 7.5 million slash meter. Nigerians are asleep and always ready to swallow any figures these corrupt, wicked thieves give them. They are mortgaging you and the future of your children. They play. And then we'll have the black sheep saying, all of you that called RUFAI names should tender your apologies, saying there is nothing like cost per kilometer, but here you have the minister running the numbers by kilometer. Yes, I know that the cost of materials has really increased. It's on the rise. But then we can't rule out the fact that, okay, something is definitely wrong somewhere with this whole Lagos-Calabar Coastal Highway project. First and foremost, UMAHI said it was going to cost 15 point something trillion naira. So, and each per kilometer is supposed to cost 4 billion. And then in 2025, 1 year later, you are saying per kilometer will cost 7.5 billion naira, which means there is an additional money of 2 point something or so to the money. So let's say there's an increase in the cost of material on daily basis. Does it warrant to the point that there will be an additional 2 point something billion per kilometer? I bet make it make sense. Make it look like a person they always attack these people. Is it possible? Look at the quality of road that this person posted there, calling Dave UMAHI to come and explain. Just look at the quality. And then tomorrow they'll come and tell you, I won't be surprised if they come and tell us that each road will also cost like 2 billion naira. Yes, things are on the rise. But do they expect us to believe that even with things on increase, that there will be an additional 2 point something billion to add to the 4 billion, initial 4 billion he told us that per kilometer is going to cost? Again, we have to ask ourselves, if the total cost to have that project done, is 700 kilometer project, is to total 15 point something trillion. How come now, if you multiply the 7.5 by the number of kilometers, it not even reach 10 billion at the 10 trillion? So why did they tell Nigerians it's going to cost 15 point something trillion? And how come, okay, let's say other things involved. What am I even saying? Even with the other things involved, they say total cost of everything 15 point something. Now, if it's going to be like that, and judging by what he said now, let's go by what he said per kilometer is now according to him. After I don't go do mathematics, you don't even do the math well. You don't forget, say, don't tell us in 4 billion before. Let's now sum up by the kilometers that we have. It's not even up to the 15 trillion they told us the total project is going to cost. Then how come they still went ahead to say, okay, we are going to borrow additional money from World Bank or some other places for this project? So if whichever way you want to look at it, you will see that something is just not right with what the government is trying to do with this whole project. Something is not right. There's just something amiss somewhere, and nobody is ready to give detailed explanation as to what is happening. When I said it the other day that he doesn't know what to say and then decided to deflect, that method was just a defense mechanism. Go and look at most of the people that come from the APC when they one day for Arise TV, then they interview them. Especially when RUFAI they interview them. There's always this anger that they just erupt. Just so the person will not be able to ask questions. Somebody is trying to hold someone accountable. Which is the right thing to do? Explain to us. You couldn't even answer anything. You go home, go do your useless calculation for a so-called professor in practice. And then you are coming to tell us that it will cause this thing. And I said that the road that they done with pavement, the pavement are with gold and the rest. Even in other nations that they do road, I'm not sure say they don't spend this kind of humongous amount. And this road go be solid. I won't be surprised if they ever finish this coastal highway. I won't be surprised that in the next 3-4 years, you go begin to see potholes and some other stuff somewhere. For money, for a road that they have told us, okay, this is amount they're going to spend. If Nigeria were to be a sane nation, so many people go there for prison the moment Tinubu finish. And if care is not taken, including the Tinubu himself. Like, the way they spend money recklessly, I'm feeling that they don't owe anybody any explanation. So, for a mind now, he don't tell us 7.5 billion naira per kilometer, so nobody should ask any question further. Is he not seeing the discrepancies? Did he forget that he told us last year in April that per kilometer is 4 billion naira? He's stealing for this nation way too much. It's just way too much. And when some individuals who mean well for the nation try to hold these people accountable, some DDRs will take to the street to go and protest because of urgent 2K and 5K. Don't worry. Look at the emboldened criminalities. Look at the emboldened criminals. Let's keep pushing them. Those of us that feel it's okay to push criminals, keep telling them, patting them at the back, ride on. At the detriment of your future and the future of your children. Keep doing so. One day, should be one you to talk and say, the day when Nigerians go ready cook food for these leaders, they don't go feature up and finish. And true, they don't go feature up and finish. Thank you so much for watching. Please do leave your opinion in the comment section. Kindly subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Click on the notification bell. The moment you subscribe, that way you get to know as soon as I publish. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you for the immense support. God bless you richly. Do enjoy the rest of your day and see you guys in my other videos.